All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely afternoon in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. I like to upload this video and make it known to be uh, Father's Day is not a pagan day. Father's Day is not a pagan day. I want to cover something. Earlier, as today, I brought a little something something in, and throughout times, I've also taught the idea of what you call, not the idea, but the truth of the whole matter of spirit and truth is that men have not understood uh, their first position as being created from the kingdom. When you don't understand the kingdom for your creation or your purpose, then therefore you understand nothing. And you should not be out here leading, teaching, preaching, and guiding people to anything that has to do with you being in front of it on every side. Because what I've come to understand, men have not recognized the fact that the Most High Yah gave them an example of Himself as a father. We know that He is the creator. When we look at the ideal, let's just take an ideal that He is the father in the kingdom. And for us to have a father or a dad or a pop or whatever we want to call on the earth, that's worth honoring. That's worth recognizing. Most people cannot honor their parent, their father, yearly. Every day, every week, every month, every year, every 10 years, 11 years. But it's the way you put it out is what you will receive. If you have not been in the position as a leader, a guide, a teacher, a pops, a dad, or a father in a household where you have seeds, male and female seeds, that seen you as this, that lived among you, that lived with you, saw you labor and teach him and train them up in the way they should go. Do y'all understand the way to go? It's only one way. And he left that up to fathers, dads, pops. Train up these seeds. Why? Because these seeds are coming from you. And when they come from you and they're brought forth on the earth, train them up in the way they should go. He's not saying the way you came or the way you feel, you think, but the way they should go. So my question to the Father as a prophetess, well, which way is that? He said, Deborah, you know the only way, and that's the way of righteousness. Many men have not met that obligation at all. And when you talk of Judah, Judah is a tribe that has not been what he should have been from the beginning. And what do you mean by that? If we say that we have a creator, a father in the kingdom, is he worthy to be praised? Is he worthy to be honored? Is he worthy to be exalted? Should we be magnifying his name? Should we be serving him, recognizing him, speaking of him to the world? When the fathers out here in the tribe of Judah have no idea their identity to be a man was to be a father, a dad, a pops. It was not for him to come onto the earth and be a man and just be a man. So when my son called me, I said, Happy Father's Day. It threw him off. Oh, Mom, I don't have any children. Did you hear him say that? I mean, did I hear him say that? No. I'm not a father. No, because I broke it down to him. The Father in the kingdom created you to be a father because he put the seeds in your womb. So you got to first understand why Sister Deborah keep telling y'all that these men lost their identity in the garden. They took their crown off. Their purpose was to be a father. Their whole creative, the way he created men was to be a father. That's why he put all those seeds within him, male and female, right in his womb. This is the position and the mindset Judah and Israel is in. They left they first called out position on the earth in the garden. So Father Day is not a pagan holiday. It is a day to recognize the men on the earth in whom Yah called and place all those seeds of life in them to be a father. See, this is why I say all this religion and this religion, everybody trying to stand up on the tradition of the flesh of a man. You're lost with a cause and without one. Because a man don't even know that he's a man until he understands what was I created for as a man. Right here today, men don't even understand why he told Abraham, look in the sky at the stars in the sky, the sand in the sea. You know what that is? Showing him how many sperms, how many life that's coming out of his womb to make him a father to all nations. So you men out there who are teaching these people that Father Day is a pagan day. No, it isn't. It's a reality day that men should come to the conclusion that, wait a minute, first and foremost, before I brought forth my seed, the spiritual creator intended for me to be a father of many children. They were in my womb. And no matter what you did with those seeds, the purpose of kingdom, of he that sits on the throne that we say is our father, he made another father on the earth. And he embedded in him all the seeds for all the life on the earth. That's something to recognize. That's something to glorify. That's something to honor. That's something to adore. Each year, really every day of the year, but we can't let it override Yah. But we still should be able to recognize who is these men. It's enough that they took the crown off as Adam did. But here we are in the end days and they still talking trash. Every time something come up, they say pagan holiday. Mother Day and Father Day is not a pagan holiday. It's a pagan holiday to you because you didn't put it on the calendar. You don't like who put it on the calendar. It's not recognized how it's on the calendar. Listen to how Sister Deborah's bringing it out. It has nothing to do with a calendar. It happened before a calendar exists. This is why the honor has to be there. Because we have to honor the fact that he that created men to carry all seeds of male and female for all life on the earth. That's something to have a day, really more than a day, throughout the year to recognize. But what happened? They failed. They dropped their baton. They took their crown off. They didn't like the idea of their calling, their purpose here on the earth. And this didn't happen today. This happened way back. This didn't happen when you got into the land of your captive. Men have lost their position long time ago. And they have seen a way to be able to justify and identify and to clarify the reason why is this. Y'all want me to let you know that is the biggest lies that can be ever told. You took your crown off in the garden. And since he took his crown off in the garden, man been taking their crowns off. Why? Because he created them to bring in life. He created them to bring the seeds in. So therefore, he made him a mini-me. Tell you the truth. And don't think the Father on the throne didn't want honor, being honored, being glorified, being magnified, being identified, being exalted. He likes all of that because he's entitled to it all. And for us, because we as Judah refuse and reject to give him all of that, that's why we don't look for it in the Father on the earth. The Fathers on the earth don't look to be glorified. They don't look to be honored as parents, as he that brought all us in. They don't look at it, the fact that, okay, you mean the seed was in me? Yes. Why did you think he told Abraham? Look in the sky at the stars. Look at the sand of the sea. This is who you should be a father over many nations, like unto you. Every father got many nations living in their wombs. They have many seeds. Not nations, but they have many seeds. Abraham had many nations. That's the purpose of showing him the stars in the sky and the sand in the sea. I, Sister Deborah, say unto you, you have all these seeds that you brought forth. And here today, the year 2024, didn't even know your first spiritual position, your first called out spiritual position, your first called out spiritual duty. And that was to be a father to the children of your seeds. Why you had to train them up in the way they should go. Why? Because he wanted the men to train up the children in the righteous way. That's the only way. There's no other way, y'all. There's no other way to train your children up. But what they did, they trained their children up in the way they wanted them to go. And that way was to not be there for them, to not support them, and not give them what they need. And they left the children, and the children got left without the father figure among them. And they found nothing wrong with it. That's why a woman could not remove the call that y'all put on their life from the kingdom. A woman don't have the power or authority. The world don't have the power nor the authority to take away the position y'all has placed a man into the world. Why? Because all our seeds coming from out of his womb. Now, who can go bother that? Who can change that? Nobody. So that shows you that when they begin to blame everybody for them not owning their own, not holding their own position, not holding their calling in the spirit and in the natural, not doing their duties, they blame everything and everybody. And when they stand before the judgment seat, he's going to check them for those seeds. Even if he has to look at it as talents, he's going to check them. So I say to you fathers that's out there in the tribe of Judah, and you all out there trying to make a Father Day a pagan day. You's a pagan fool. You are a pagan fool. Mother Day is legit. You got, 365 days. One day out of that for something that's real. What's that? A mother. A father. Which real. Why shouldn't we honor a father that brought forth all life? You see what I'm saying? This is where we gone spiritually and mentally, because we owe God all honor for being creator over all life. We owe him that honor, that praise. We owe him that what is that? That exalt him and be a part of him. We owe that to that Father. But because we have taken the crown off our head and denied the Father and his position as a father in the kingdom, We don't want the identity that we have, that the men have, that was likened to the Father in the kingdom. They left it and kept it going. And now they're trying to teach these other brothers that Father Day is a pagan day. It is to you when you left many children out in the woods. You didn't train not one in the way they should go. You didn't feed, provide, put roof over their head. So Judith has a lot of good reason why Father Day should be a pagan day to him. Because he ain't done nothing with damn day out of 365. And this is why they can be so negative. This is where you know you got a cult and a fake religion. It's because when they begin to tell you it's okay to take holidays and 4th of July and Christmas and all of that into a pagan mindset. But when you take days like Mother Day and Father Day, and even somebody's getting a birthday, that's a blessing. Celebrate that Yah gave you another day. Only thing about it, when you celebrate it, you give him the glory and honor for giving you another year. It's nothing wrong with that. You see how they make it? You make it to tradition. How would I say? Tradition out of the flesh. You got to bring things back into the way it is of the spirit. So I say unto you fathers out there, don't ban Father Day in your household. You entitled to that Father's Day. Look at how Sister Deborah had 6 children. All my life, I dedicate my whole life to my 6 children. Why now they all adults from 44 all the way down to 22. What's wrong with them giving their mother a card and a bouquet of flowers once a year? Are you something wrong with you? You get what I'm saying? What's wrong with them recognizing their father for being the father of them as seeds? That's not a pagan holiday. That's what you call reality day. Reality. Spirit and truth day. So Sister Deborah, I just want to title this message, Father Day is not a pagan holiday, nor is Mother Day. If they only knew what a father is and how Yah created him to bring all seeds into life, then they'll recognize, wait a minute, that's like he is. Yes. So you think he don't want to be honored? He don't want to be looked at, praised, exalted? That's the mindset, because they have not exalted him either. So if you have not did it to him, how do you expect it to be done unto you? That's why it's easy for you to call it a pagan holiday. So Sister Deborah says, shalom and shalom.